Welcome to the 2021 Virtual Media Basketball Days for SBLive Washington. A busy couple days where we're going to give a chance to connect with players and coaches throughout the state and talk about whether their season's already started or preview their season of what to expect. The first of many, Ryan Hansen, head coach of Auburn, alongside player Tre Blassingame. Coach, we'll start with you. Thanks for joining. What's it feel like to finally understand and realize that the season is right around the corner?
You know, it's really exciting. And today I've spent a lot of time talking basketball. Our schedule just came out, and we have we've been afforded the opportunity to schedule 4 additional games as non-league games. And so, you know, I've been scrambling all day to try to find games to fill our schedule. And it's just been a blast to talk basketball with other coaches, to look forward to a schedule that's right around the corner, and just a lot of excitement. You know, we've been able to recently get into our gym and do open gyms, and so that's been really exciting for our guys. And just to hear the sneakers squeaking, see the guys sweating, competing against each other, it's just a lot of fun.
Tre, I remember being in your shoes quite a long time ago, excited about when the schedule would come out. You'd be able to take a peek, match up with different guys maybe you played AAU with or against throughout the summer. Have you seen the schedule yet from Coach? And if you have, is there any games that are circled for you?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen it for the most part. I think the one I've seen may be a little old. I'm not sure if that's the same one that we're still going by, but you know, as far as one circled, I would definitely say hopefully we get like federal way on our non-leagues. I would say mostly our non-league games. I don't really have any particular circled for our in-league stuff.
Tre, after the high school season ended, everything shut down. It feels like a long time ago. You have been out of state. You've been, going out of your way to make sure you're in a gym. After all of this time, what excites you most about being back on the high school stage?
Man, just the atmosphere of it. It's so fun being able to go out there, you know, put on for my school, put on for Auburn. It's really fun, and I'm really excited to get started.
You guys are moving down from 4A to 3A this year. This is for you, Coach, first. What kind of challenges and opportunities is that going to present?
You know, obviously this year is different than a normal year. It doesn't change much for our league. A lot of our league opponents also made that transition. And so our league looks pretty similar to what we're used to. You know, we're disappointed that this year we don't get an opportunity to compete in a postseason environment. And, obviously the Metro League kind of dominates the 3A scene at the state tournament, and to not have that opportunity to go compete against those guys, many of those kids that we know our kids have played against growing up. And, we feel like we have a product that we could put on the floor that could play at a high level with those type of teams.
Coach, you were a good shooter back in high school. A lot of people have described you as a great shooter back in high school. Tre has the reputation of being a very good shooter himself. Who wins in a game of horse today? Coach, you can answer first, and then I want to hear Tre's answer.
Well, I mean, it's not even a contest at this point. Tre, he's got to work through a couple of his teammates before he gets to me in a game of horse. But, Tre's a great player, and he's improved a ton. He's really improved his shooting ability over the course of the last year. And we'll see how Tre answers this, if he's going to be truthful or not. I'm kind of curious to know myself.
Is it all jumpers horse?
Set shot, jump shot, either one. As long as the ball gets released out of his hand, we'll count it.
Oh man, I got me. Of course, I got me. I'm winning that game. Sorry.
The confidence as a player, obviously, you've got to have a big time belief in yourself and your skill set, the time that you've put in. You've got a great group at Auburn. You've got a really good point guard as a teammate in Maleek Arington. How does he help make the game easier for you and your teammates, and how do you work off of him?
It makes it a lot easier for me. You know, him himself being so good draws attention away from me. Teams can't throw doubles at me or our other teammates. And then, you know, his attacking and his ability to find me, find our other teammates, it just having him makes it a lot easier for sure.
What are the biggest things that you've tried to work on in regards to your game, seeing that there's been a lot of gym availability that's been cut down? Guys like yourself have had to go out of state to travel and play in different tournaments. So maybe you haven't had as many opportunities as you've had in the past. What's been your focus with your workouts?
Definitely, I would say my athleticism, my strength, you know, just all around getting stronger, trying to gain weight. Definitely athleticism, and then just fine tuning everything about my game, offensively, defensively, just working on everything really. Pull ups, ball handling, you name it.
Trey, you're a player who, is looking to play at the next level and has been presented some opportunities. And this past year has been really challenging in a lot of ways for people in your position. But what has, from a recruiting standpoint, this last year, starting with last spring, summer, been like for you? And where are you at in that process?
It's been fun. It definitely the whole shutdown and everything kind of put a halt on it, but it picked back up recently. Right now I'm not really sure where I'm at with it. I'm more so just focused on my next upcoming seasons, just looking for more opportunities. But I'm definitely happy with what I've been given.
Coach, I got another question for you. Washington is one of the last states in the country to be able to play basketball. So you as a coach have probably, I can imagine, had more time than you've ever had to sit back and watch NBA games, watch college games. Is there anything that you've tried to focus in on when you watch other games?
Well, I'm a basketball junkie. I just love watching basketball, and I try to soak in everything that I can. And, I think the game's evolved a lot from when I started coaching 20 years ago here. The use of the pick and roll is the on-ball stuff is really evident at every level now. And so I've been trying to kind of pick off some of that stuff over this off season. And, obviously we have really skilled players. You spoke to our point guard, very intelligent playmaker, and to be able to put him in positions, where he can use the on-ball screen, I think is going to be to our advantage.
So in studying the pick and roll, is there a player maybe that you kind of share some highlights with your players, or is there a team at the NBA level or a program at the college level that you like to try to give nuggets to your players on?
Well, I've spent some time talking to Tommy at GU, and obviously the Gonzaga program well. And Tommy and I spent some time talking in a Zoom prior to the season, and they do a lot of on-ball stuff, action, and so try to pick his brain a little bit. Obviously they're a successful program, and so we want to kind of emulate that as best we can.
Ryan, your son Kaden contributed in a big way for you guys last season. And he's obviously had, he's had a nice off season as well, and will continue to grow as a player in your guys' young core over these next couple of years. What has it been like for you? I'm sure you get this question a lot. Coaching your son, being able to go through this experience as a high school basketball player with him.
Yeah, I think I'll really be able to answer that question when he's gone, and I've been through it all. And it certainly has had its ups and downs. I'm really proud of the maturity that Kaden, has shown over the course of the last year. He played last season at about 5'6", 5'7", and he's played really small his entire life. And it's been kind of nice to see over this whole quarantine pandemic time, he's grown to 6 feet now. Like you said, he's had a great off season. I think the game's become a lot easier for him. And it's kind of been nice during this whole time because I haven't been coaching him. I've been just watching from a parent perspective and watch him kind of flourish and have this success. And, I'm looking forward for the opportunity to coach him during this season and, kind of see it all come to fruition. But yeah, it's been a blast. It's a blessing to coach him. A lot of these kids, I've watched them grow up playing together since they were in third grade. So, just, you know, I look at a lot of these kids like kind of like family, like my own kids. So it'll be fun. I look forward to coaching Kaden again this year.
So Tre, it sounds like you know Coach Hansen fairly well. You've got a talented team, so obviously you guys have had some success. When things are struggling a little bit, be it practice or a game, and you look over at the bench and you can tell Coach is on the verge of getting ticked off about something, does he have a telltale sign?
When he gets to stomping his heel a little harder than he usually does, or like a little more rapidly, that's when you know we got to pick it up. You know, we're slacking. That's usually the huge giveaway for all of us. We all know when we hear that heel stamping hard, we're not doing something right.
Well, I'm sure you're going to be excited to hear some of that heel stomping when you guys start practice in the next couple of weeks. So for Andy Buhler and Dan Dickau and SBLive, we appreciate you guys joining. We wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. And again, stay healthy and play well this season.
Hey, thanks for having us, guys. We really appreciate it and appreciate you guys doing this for the state of Washington. So look forward to talking to you guys more in the future.
Absolutely. We'll see you out there on the hardwood.